Alright guys, so we have a new project, and this one is going to be involved the air vents. Right here, there's 5 of them in this LP560. There's one there on the passenger, you have 3 here in the middle, and then you have one right here on the driver's side, okay? And these happen to have carbon on them. I think these are made by Mac Carbon, I think. I'm not sure, but they look very, very nice, really high quality. So these were already in the car when I bought it. So yeah, very good choice whoever put these in. One problem I am having is that the vents themselves, basically what's going on is whenever you use the climate control and then the air is trying to flow out here, if you try to aim these vents to where the air is blowing, towards you to either heat or cool the occupants, what's happening is these vents are not staying in this place. This car is not, whenever you hit like bumps and stuff in the road or whatever, and also just the air flowing out in general, these vents just want to go right back facing straight up towards the rearview mirror here. Okay, so yeah, it drives me crazy when I'm driving it, and I think I heard this was a common problem in the other Gallardos too, even pre-LPs. At least that's what I read, so I'm not sure, but so yeah, I just cannot aim these. They just keep wanting to go back up. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I already fixed this one right here, and it's you see it? It's locked into position, but it's not stiff enough to where you can't, move it to where you want, but it's definitely going to stay there. Really easy fix. So what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and get a little flathead screwdriver, and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so if you see here, let me get this screwdriver, I'll show you. This vent, how it moves, I'm trying to hold this up here. You can see the little mechanism right there. So basically what is you have, let's see if I can hear, this little arm right here, it just snaps onto this little arm here, and this arm connects this directional flap right here with this one right here. Okay, and then there's 2 like little flanges on the side of this this flap right here, I guess you want to call it, and it just snaps on, not really snap on, but it's on both sides here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the screwdriver. First thing we're going to do is right here, I'm going to work this in between these 2 here, and I'm going to kind of twist this a little bit and pop this little arm off here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screwdriver very carefully, put it in the side here, and just kind of pull this to the side and then pull it off. There's a little stud on there, and basically what this does is it just snaps in, not snap in, but it rides in over the top of the stud. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it away from the stud and then pull it out. Okay, and then I'll slide this side out. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I have that center part of the vent out, and I'll show you right here. There's this little arm right here. Let's see if you can move it up here. This is what connects this flap right here to the other flap for your air direction. Okay, so when you move this one, it's going to move the other one. Okay, and then there's those 2 studs. There's one right there and one right there. Okay, this piece right here. So you can see this. You can see where it hooks into the side right there. Okay, so you just slide this on one side, and then you take this and just kind of push it this way, and then put it down over the other side and let it go, and it'll stay into place. And then this side here, you see there's a little hole. So basically you just take this, once you get this in there, then you're going to take this piece here and just push it, snaps into this little hole right there in the center. Okay, and then that's it. Super easy. So let me show you how I made this stay into place. Let's go to the workbench. Alright, so we're at the workbench now, and basically here's what I used. Okay, so this is like that felt tape, if you can see it right here. This is what they use to like wrap around wiring harnesses. So you see this type of this fabric tape that's used in like Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff. So this is a 3-roll pack. I bought this off Amazon, very cheap. And then what I do is I cut a small piece here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of it, And see if I can hold this here. And then I'm going to cover this one side right here, okay? And I'll try to trim it to fit on here, okay? So let me go ahead and put that on now, and I'll be right back. All right, so if you look, this is what I did. I took a piece of that fabric tape. I just taped it on one side, okay? Just like that. And then I put a hole in it where that hole is on the part itself, okay? And then all I did was use a tool like this, all right? Yeah, just push it through. Work it through easy, because if you try to push it in too fast, it pulls the fabric in the hole and it messes it all up. So you got to go kind of easy with it, okay? So yeah, just put it on one side, and then this is the side where the arm's going to snap in. You'll have to look in there, whatever side. I'd assume all the arms are going to be facing the same way, but it could be the other way too. I don't know. So whatever side the arms are snapping in, that's the side you want to put the tape on, okay? So it causes some friction there. All right, and then when you snap it in, so let's go ahead and put this in the car. Okay, so I got this arm that's right here. Just push it down out of the way. All right, and then probably what I'm gonna do, I think it's gonna be kind of tight getting out of here. So just slide this in. If you try to hook one side and then try to push this down, see it hits on the side right there. So what you're gonna do is push both sides in like this at the same time and get them lined up as close with the pins, probably on top. And then what I'm going to do is I probably ain't going to be able to just do this two hands. So I'll try to get one side. I'll try to flex it a little bit to get one side started, and then I'll see if I can get it with my hand on the other side. Let me go ahead and try to put this in real quick, and then I'll come right back. All right, we got it in. It was really easy. So all I did was, actually it's kind of easier to remove this other vent too. So that's what I did, because sometimes that little arm on there is hard to put on while it's in there, because it's going to be a little bit harder for that little arm to snap into this piece here because that tape's there. So what I did with this one, I just removed this other flap right here. It was really easy. Just push it this way, kind of twist a little bit, and it popped right out. Okay, and just slide it out. So I had both of these out. I snapped that little arm into this piece here that I originally took out first, snapped it in place on that little part of the flap that's sticking out with a hole in it. Once I got that into place there, then I took both air vents, just slid them both in like this. Then I started with this one here. Took it, pushed it this way, twisted it, put it on that stud sticking out, and then pushed back this way, twisted it, stuck it on that stud. And the same thing with this flap here. I mean, it literally took probably 1 minute to put this in. Okay, really easy. And now look at it now. Look at that. They should hold position when you hit bumps and stuff like that. And when I turn the air up, on 12 is the highest on this climate control, and then, like I said, it shouldn't move at all when I do that. So yeah, I think we fixed it. Really easy, and it cost basically nothing almost, because I already had the tape. So yeah, I think that's good. I think I've seen online some people were saying put a little drop of glue on there and stuff like that. I don't see how that would help it. So I think this would be better. So anyway, yeah, it turned out great. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. It's a short one, but if you have air vents in your Gallardo that are moving around, this is one way you can fix it. Okay. All right, guys. Talk to you later, and we'll see you on the next project. Have a good day. Bye bye.